Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. I'm Jim Fuller. In tonight's news, a new survey ranks Tennessee 47th in the nation in caring for people with intellectual and development disabilities. The Tullahoma Police Department needs your help to fund the new police memorial. The Tennessee walking horse industry is seeking the help of Congressman Scott Desjarlais to stop the inconsistent and highly subjective inspections of the horses by the USDA. And a Tullahoma resident retires from AEDC after 57 years on the job. We'll have those stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
When you're running late headed to that sporting event or horse show and hungry but need gas, you don't have to choose which to get. Just stop at any Quick Mart where gas prices are normal and the food is outstanding. Burgers, fries, salads, sub sandwiches, chicken strips, egg rolls, even pizza can be picked up while the gas is pumping. Stop by any Quick Mart today and not only save time, but enjoy some good cooking, southern hospitality, and prices you can live with.
Looking for a unique gift for someone special, or perhaps something just for yourself? Then you need to check out Grady Mac Denim Company, right here in the heart of Tullahoma. Grady Mac features the full line of men's and women's Lucky brand apparel. Stop in and check out our denim production line. Grady Mac offers a full line of outdoor sporting apparel and much more. And check out our custom fly fishing equipment, fine art, and signed sports memorabilia. There's something for everyone at Grady Mac Denim Company, the most unique store in Tullahoma.
Welcome back. A new survey ranks Tennessee 47th in the nation in caring for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. United Cerebral Palsy weighted factors like quality of life with disabilities, efforts to promote independence, and policies designed to keep families together. Tennessee's low ranking comes from the state's long waiting list for services and from its reliance on treatment facilities rather than providing more help at home. About 7,100 Tennesseans with intellectual disabilities are currently waiting for services, while others have only limited services available to them. The survey also found that the Tennessee Department of Intellectual and Development Disabilities is making progress in serving people in their own homes and communities. Employees of the Tullahoma Public Works Department are preparing the framing for the concrete at the South Jackson Civic Center for the Tullahoma Police Memorial. Meanwhile, the police department is still accepting donations for the cost of the construction and the monument. Donations can be dropped off at the Tullahoma Police Department or sent to the Tullahoma Ministerial Alliance at Post Office Box 687, Tullahoma. Many people have contributed to the memorial, but the organization is still short of its goal of $5,000. Governor Bill Haslam has signed a bill into law which would ban the shredding of Imagination Library books delivered to the incorrect address. The governor's office announced Tuesday that Haslam signed the measure sponsored by Representative Craig Fitzhugh of Ripley and fellow Democrat Senator Lo Finney of Jackson last week. The bill directs the U.S. Postal Service to instead donate the books to pre-kindergarten or other programs. The governor's Books from Birth Foundation is a partner to the Imagination Library, which was created by country singer Dolly Parton in 1996. The program provides a book every month to children from birth to age 5 at no cost to the family, regardless of income. The House passed the bill on a 93-0 vote, while the Senate approved its version 31-0. The Office of Inspector General announced Monday the arrest of 28-year-old Amber L. Briggs of McMinnville. She is charged in a Unicoi County indictment with fraudulently obtaining a controlled substance by doctor shopping for prescription drugs using TennCare to access health care benefits. Briggs was arrested earlier this month after an indictment in Rutherford County charged her with 2 counts of doctor shopping for prescription drugs using TennCare as a payment. Inspector General Deborah Faulkner said, quote, prescription drug abuse is a target of communities large and small across Tennessee. With the help of medical providers and local law enforcement, the Office of Inspector General is sending a message that abusing TennCare will have serious repercussions, end quote. TennCare fraud is a Class E felony carrying a sentence of up to 2 years in prison. District Attorney General Tony Clark is prosecuting the case. As spring storms roll through Tennessee, the State Fire Marshal's office is reminding residents to keep safety in mind when lightning is imminent. According to the National Weather Service, each year lightning causes about 4,400 home structure fires, 12 fire-related deaths, and $1 billion in damages. Lightning often strikes outside the area of heavy rain and may strike as far as 10 miles from any rainfall. Because of this, many lightning deaths occur ahead of storms or after storms seemingly have passed. The following tips can help reduce the risk posed by lightning. If you hear thunder, you are within striking distance of lightning. Look for shelter inside a home, large building, or a hardtop vehicle right away. Do not go under tall trees for shelter. There is no place outside that is safe during a thunderstorm. Wait at least 30 minutes after the last sound of thunder before leaving your shelter. Stay away from windows and doors. If you are in or on open water, go to land and seek shelter immediately. If you feel your hair stand on end, that means lightning is about to strike, so you should squat low to the ground on the balls of your feet. Place your hands over your ears and your head between your knees. Make sure that you are the smallest target possible, and minimize your contact with the ground. Do not lie flat on the ground. This is a last resort when a building or a hardtop vehicle is not available. If a person is struck by lightning, call 911 and get medical care immediately. Lightning strike victims carry no electrical charges, so attend to them immediately. Check their breathing, heartbeat, and pulse rate, as they may need CPR to be administered. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please, for the following public service announcement. He's back! The Watkins Man is back, bringing his world-famous Watkins products to 104 East Lauderdale Street in Tullahoma, where Richard and Stephanie Carpenter have opened the area's only Watkins store. Since 1886, Watkins has produced all-natural products, starting with the pain liniment and now including soaps, oils, creams, scrubs, royal jelly, beeswax, supplements dedicated to natural health and pain management, cover total external and internal body care. And don't forget the world-famous spices, extracts, teas, and cooking ingredients. With too many products to list, know that all Watkins products are 100% natural, using the highest quality ingredients obtainable. Always remember, with Watkins, when you buy the best, you use less.
Welcome back. 4th Congressional District Congressman Scott Desjardins visited a Shelbyville veterinary clinic Tuesday afternoon. Congressman Desjardins wanted to see firsthand the subjective inspection practices to which the Tennessee walking horse industry officials and trainers say they are subjected to at every horse show. Dr. Desjardins had been invited to come and see a 3-year-old horse named Masterclass, who was disqualified by the USDA from a recent show. The horse had been shown a total of 21 times, passing inspection by the USDA inspectors on 4 previous occasions. That was only about a month ago. The horse had never received a violation of any kind until this past Saturday night's Kickoff Classic in Shelbyville. After the horse was ticketed Saturday night, trainer Herbert Derrickson immediately had the horse inspected by Shelbyville equine veterinarian Dr. Jim Baum, who found the horse to be sound. The Derricksons then took the horse to Dr. John Bennett's clinic, where he had been quarantined since the show. Various other veterinarians, including Dr. Steve Mullins, came and inspected the horse and pronounced him clean. Dr. Mullins even stated, quote, "I have never seen a horse this clean be turned down," end quote. Channel 6's Jerry Harris, who produces the What a Horse Show here on Channel 6, brings us this video.
USDA doing all the inspecting? Yes, they're the ones that turned him down.
Okay.
So,
first time, who passed him the first time? Were they involved?
were they involved the first time?
No. Okay.
Just the DQP inspectors.
Okay.
Yeah, so then he shows, comes back out, the USDA inspects him, and he gets turned down on SCAR rules. So we look at him, and then I have the horse brought out here, and we put him in a stall and quarantine him. He's been here ever since. And so we've had other veterinarians look at him, and we've got x-rays, we've got ultrasounds, we've got pictures, videos, we got all that for you too. So
How long have you been doing this?
since 1980 as a licensed veterinarian.
Okay, so
And been around walking horses probably another 10 years prior to that, so about 40-some years.
now one thing I've heard with some of the USDA inspectors, they don't necessarily have that kind of experience.
That's correct. That's correct. Yes, yes. And the thing is, you know, I don't think anybody's wants a sore horse anymore. That's just not a product that sells. But the thing is, the Horse Protection Act was written, and they keep hammering us that after 40 years we still have non-compliant horses, and that's the reason that I wanted to speak up on behalf of this horse.
Okay, well, let me ask you this: with 30 years of experience, how important is it, or how much does subjective examinations versus objective examinations come into play? I know as a medical doctor, I don't treat horses,
Exactly.
I treat people, but
Exactly.
10 doctors can have different opinions based on examining a knee or an ankle.
Exactly.
Depending on the type of exam they give. You know, one doctor can make it hurt, if they're
Exactly.
very aggressive, and so there's not a lot of consistency. In other words, there's a lot of subjectivity. So how do we make it more objective?
We've reached a point now that the subjectivity is just run amok.
Right. Well, and it's a great example. This was
Exactly.
performed, then came back, and then was failed.
And I can give you examples and examples and examples. Just trainer show was what, a month ago. A horse we looked at, they turned down, it was scarred on SCAR rule. He showed this week, got in, got out, did fine.
This horse was shown twice at the trainer show and gone through government inspection both times.
Yeah.
Pre-show and
Yeah.
post-show.
And so, and to further emphasize my point, if you're a government inspector and I'm a government inspector, you look at it, you call him out, you don't ask my opinion. They don't collaborate their findings or anything. So.
No such thing as second opinion.
Exactly.
Opinion.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. So basically, what we did is we brought him in, and we pulled his package off. We got the X-rays, we got the ultrasounds, we've got pictures. But what I wanted you to see is they're talking about the scar tissue, and you're in the medical profession, and so you're looking at changes in tissue there.
Okay. So the reason that they are saying that this horse failed is...
Yeah, that basically they look right down the flexor surface here of the foot, and they're looking for uneven epithelial changes. And then also doing like you're doing, they're kind of squeezing to see if the horse moves or anything.
And that's where if I push really hard, this horse could flinch or pull back. If
Exactly.
he wouldn't. So
Exactly.
That's like you had a
Exactly.
examiner that didn't have 30 years of experience like yourself and had not really been around animals. They could push hard and actually hurt the animal on inspection, or at least...
Yes, and that brings up another point. And actually, to inspect him, it's better to do it this way. And you come down through here, and you're supposed to push hard enough that you change the color of your thumbnail, blanch your thumbnail. Well, now they're doing this. But even if I do that, see, that horse is not moving. But that is nice tissue. There's no epithelial changes there.
Now, can any horse, even like say not a walking horse, have scarring in this area?
Yes, it was a funny thing. This horse was in here and we were working on it, and we were trying to squeeze him in, and we had an Oldenburg in here at the same time, and we were doing some acupuncture and some lameness on him, and I got pictures of him, but he's got scars all over his foot. If he was a walking horse, you wouldn't even take him out in public. So,
Okay.
yeah, and he's going to shows all over Middle Tennessee. So
I can tell you, people in general, not just in the horse industry, but banking industry or medical field, are really, I guess, getting tired of government intrusion into our lives. And I think when you have an industry that obviously wants to protect animals and protect the celebration and the history of the show, you know, it doesn't behoove you to not play by the rules. But having the federal government or the USDA come in and be involved in this process, as opposed to having the objective, more scientific methods, just doesn't make any sense. I think people don't have a lot of stomach.
And
for
while the horse
government involvement.
and while the horse has been here, I didn't ask anybody's permission, but I had some other veterinarians that I respect their opinion highly come look at the horse, no history, and look at him. And nothing could be found.
I appreciate the opportunity to have a look at this. As you know, I'm proud to co-sponsor the Blackburn bill that would implement a more scientific, objective form as opposed to some alternatives that have been presented before Congress. And it's my hope that we'll be able to do the right thing and protect the breed, because frankly the Whitfield bill almost attempts to eliminate the breed.
And Congressman Desjardins is co-sponsoring legislation which would hopefully put an end to the inconsistent and subjective USDA inspections. More Newsleader on 6 is coming up in a moment.
Spring cleaning has begun at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester. With rebates and incentives up to $10,000 and 0% financing available on select models, now is the time to buy. Russell Barnett Ford is offering top dollar for your trade during the spring cleaning sales event. Stop by one of our locations, Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Russell Barnett Ford of Winchester, or visit us on the web at russellbarnett.com. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
Hi, I'm Jeff Stroop, and right now through the month of April, we're going to run a spring special to clean and service your systems. It will help with operation and efficiency.
Hello, my name is Joe Stroop. Give us a call with the training promotions running through May 15th with $1,100 rebate and 0% financing for 4 years.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. I'm so glad spring is here. Thank you for all your business and your trust. God bless.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Welcome back. The Nashville Symphony is coming to Calisonic Arena in Shelbyville. Channel 6's Peggy Burton spoke with John Carney, one of the event organizers.
I'm co-chair along with Dawn Holly of the steering committee for the Nashville Symphony's annual concert in Shelbyville. The Nashville Symphony, the Grammy Award-winning Nashville Symphony, has been coming to Shelbyville since 1989 in Calisonic Arena on the celebration grounds. It's a very family-friendly concert. It's a casual. You don't have to wear a tie. That's why I intentionally didn't wear a tie, because you don't have to wear a tie.
And when is this concert? Let's get that right out there.
It's May the 6th. And
that's Saturday?
No, that's a Tuesday night. That's Tuesday night.
Tuesday, May the 6th, of course.
At Calisonic Arena on the celebration grounds. That's the enclosed, that's the indoor arena.
The indoor arena. And what time does it start?
The concert itself starts at 7, but we have several other things going on prior to the concert.
Such as
at 5:30 we will have the Nashville Symphony's Instrument Petting Zoo.
Oh, cool! And kids can come and look at.
Kids can come and look at, not just look at them, but pick them up, actually touch them. They have
wonderful.
They have volunteers with each instrument, and they will show you. This is a trumpet, and here's how you play it, and they will let the kids.
Get to hold it and see how it feels in their hands.
And the volunteers are very good. They're well trained, and
I love that idea because it takes some of the mystery out of it.
And just to see those kids, it's so much fun to watch. Just to see those kids' faces. They're holding a violin and pulling the bow across.
It's great.
And but it's just such a wonderful thing. And if the weather is good, we will have that out in front of the arena as people are coming up.
That's a nice idea.
If the weather is bad, there's a room inside the arena where we
do it. Now, if I remember correctly, it's only $5.
For the concert, yes, that's right. Well, only $5 for adults. Children and students get in free.
Is that students through high school?
Yes, even college students.
Wow.
Although
if your
ID card, yes. If you look like an adult, bring your ID card.
Right.
But children and students are admitted free of charge. So it's something very affordable, and it's a great way to introduce your kids to beautiful music. Pieces that'll be on the program this time, we'll have a little bit of everything. We'll have the William Tell Overture.
And everybody loves that.
It's the Lone Ranger song. Right. And, we'll have some Aaron Copland on there. And there's a lot of it you've heard. You may not know what it is. You may not know it by name, but you've heard it somewhere. And it's just beautiful music.
Anyway, some beautiful stuff.
Just beautiful music.
And I know you have Beethoven, and I've always been a big fan of Beethoven.
Right, yes. So it's wonderful. The symphony will be under the direction of Vinay Parameswaran, and I've probably just butchered his name, but
I think he did rather well.
He is their assistant conductor. This will be his first time to lead the concert in Shelbyville, and we're looking forward to seeing him. But then the concert also features the Cascade High School Band.
To me, that's one of the great tributes to your organization, to bring in the band.
For about the past 7 or 8 years, we have been rotating through the 3 high school bands in Bedford County. And the way the concert works is the symphony plays for a little while, and then right before intermission, the high school band gets to do a few numbers on their own. Then we take intermission. Motlow Jazz Band will play during intermission.
That's great.
And then the symphony comes back for the second half of the program, and then at the end of the evening, the symphony and the high school band play together on a couple of Sousa marches. We will have tickets at the door. We do have tickets available in advance at the Elm Street main office of First Community Bank in Shelbyville, but we always have plenty of tickets at the door. The one thing, if you want box seats, we have some box seats down front. Those are $10 each.
So you probably need to get those
need to get those in advance.
We'll be right back after these messages.
The highest standard of integrity delivers stability and honor. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of integrity in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's going to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor, too, when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Have you met your perfect match? It's here at Merle Norman. With over 190 shades, 13 formulas, and 4 finishes, we'll help you select the one that's just right for you. Ask for your free foundation check today. Merle Norman, made in the USA. Visit your nearest Merle Norman Cosmetic Studio for your personalized service.
Welcome back. Bob Rogers is retiring from Aerospace Testing Alliance, his 4th contractor employer at Arnold's Engineering Development Complex. After that, he has been there 57 years. Rogers, a Tullahoma resident, began his career at AEDC in November 1956 under the Arnold Research Organization, which you may remember was called ARO. Rogers retires as AEDC prepares for another contract transition in fiscal 2015. Rogers said, quote, "Contract transitions are never easy. The learning curve expands exponentially with the complexity of the transition, which affects both productivity and morale," end quote. After experiencing contract transitions throughout the years, Rogers is consistent in his appreciation of the workforce and work at ADC. Rogers said, "Retirement will be an interesting experience to which I'm looking forward to, but I will certainly miss the challenges provided by working at ADC, and of course will miss the daily interaction with the many talented and efficient co-workers." Rogers worked with systems engineers and maintenance managers to help identify and make available the materials they needed in their areas through requisition, spare parts management, and bench stock areas, as well as providing materials analysis and data collection throughout his career at ADC. He has also occupied two offices in the Von Karman Gas Dynamics facility for 57 years. One office was in the BKF compressor building, and the other office from 1970 to present was in the BKF high pressure addition section of the compressor building. When asked what his plans were for retirement, he said, "A wise person once said, if you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. I plan to live in the present." At age 79, Rogers enjoys jogging, dancing, playing piano and organ, and working in various areas of his church at First Christian Church in Tullahoma. The Coffee County Humane Society's featured pet this week is Willie. Willie is a bull terrier who has been at the shelter a long time. The shelter also has many other dogs available for adoption at 1210 Oakdale Street in Manchester. Hours of operation at the shelter are 7:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. The shelter's phone number is 723-2711 or 723-2730. Donations for animal care can be made to the Coffee County Humane Society by sending it to Post Office Box 252 Manchester 37349, and their website is www.coffeehumane.org. The pet of the week this week at the Tullahoma Animal Shelter is Belvedere. Belvedere is a wire-haired terrier. He entered the shelter as a stray and is about 4 months old. Belvedere gets along well with other pets and children. He will receive a free vet check and neuter with the $35 adoption fee. Microchip identification is also available to all dogs adopted for a $15 or greater donation to the shelter. For more details, contact Teresa at 454-9580. The Tullahoma Animal Shelter is located at 942 Maplewood Avenue. And also don't forget that Applebee's of Tullahoma is hosting a pancake breakfast on May the 3rd from 8 a.m. until 10 a.m. to raise money for medical care for the animals in the shelter. Tickets are $5 each and may be purchased at the Tullahoma Public Works Department or at the Tullahoma Animal Shelter. Stay with us. We'll be right back in a moment with your weather forecast.
We've got Kias coming out of our ears at Russell Barnett Kia. We've never had this much inventory to choose from, and that means it's a great time to buy. Check out the 2014 Kia Optima, 0% financing available in 60 months, or up to $6,000 off select Kia Sorrentos. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. So come on down and help us clean out our ears at Russell Barnett Kia. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
For the past 32 years, we've had an amazing Register of Deeds, Miss Ellen Vaughn. Miss Vaughn has announced her retirement and will be leaving soon. We're going to miss her professionalism and kindness. I'm Tracy Hirschman-Weibert, candidate for the office. I know these are some big shoes to fill. My education and experience has now brought me to this place and time where I'm asking you for your vote for Coffee County Register of Deeds. Let's keep a good thing going.
Vote Weibert Indeed, Coffee County's most qualified.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1965 at 88 degrees. The record low was in 1986 at 31 degrees. Average high on this day is 72 and the average low is 49. Tonight, look for scattered thunderstorms in your forecast with a low of around 57. Partly cloudy weather expected for Friday with a high of 74 and a low of 47. Sunny weather expected for Saturday with a high of 81 and a low of 52. That is our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for our Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.